What up, y'all? It's Rob Racer, and welcome back to a new video. In today's video, I'll be showing you guys how to do the Coquette speed glitch in GTA 5 Online. Now, the first thing you want to do is actually make sure that you have this vehicle, and the next couple parts are actually very key for this glitch to work, and I'm about to show you guys that right now. So the first thing you want to do is go into the armor section, and you want to make sure that the armor is at 100% armor. And it's very key that you have it at 100% armor, just so that the car doesn't explode for what you're gonna have to do for the glitch to work. And so the first thing you want to do is make sure that you upgrade the armor, and this is very key for the glitch to work. Now, I used to try it like 40% armor. I heard it works better at 100% armor, so I would most likely, if I was to redo this again, use 100%. But for right now, I'm just gonna use 40%. Now, the wheels don't really make a difference, and I noticed that the roll cage has to be stock as well, so I had to take the roll cage off for it to work a little bit better. And suspension wise, you want it to be as low as possible, and of course engine, transmission, all that has to be 100% maxed out, or else it's not going to work. And also make sure that you have normal tires, no bulletproof tires at all, or else you're not going to be able to do the part of the glitch that requires you to actually lower the vehicle. And the next part of the glitch is actually pretty simple. All you have to do is either you could go to like a trailer or whatever, or what I've been starting to do now is just finding like a wall and just parking right up against it, like right here, for example, and coming outside to the car and grabbing your up and atomizer and shooting right here on the fender one time on each side. You don't have to do it twice for this one. All you gotta do is one, and like I said, one time on each side, or else it's not gonna work. And you want the car to be this dented. Now, I've also been noticing recently, for a lot of people who have been saying that the glitches don't work, sometimes the car actually doesn't get damaged enough, and for some reason you actually had to restart the game, which I've been finding actually works a lot better. And then for this last part, all you gotta do is just shoot right here in the rear fender well to drop the car 2 times, and as you can see, it drops once on each side. And that's pretty much it for the glitch. Now, obviously, I moved it a little bit, and just to make sure that it works. But you have to shoot it right here, or in the lower part of the wheel. You'll notice that it drops twice. And usually, and I actually forgot to do this in this part of the video. What you actually want to do is you also want to lower the front end as well, because I don't know why, but for some reason it was kind of tripping out a little too much. And if you lower the front, it kind of makes it to where it drives a little bit better. But I noticed that my top speed did go down just a little bit by doing that. And like I said, that's it for the glitch. Hope you guys enjoy. This one's actually pretty easy to do. Again, it's the Inverto Coquette, one of my favorite cars because it looks just like the C7 Corvette. And like I said, there's a lot of speed glitches that I have already ready to go. I just I don't want to like oversaturate the channel with them all at once. But I also want to give a shout out to Midnight Tuners V on Instagram and TikTok, who actually gave me the idea for this glitch, and also a few other people on Instagram as well for shouting this out for me. I do appreciate y'all for like looking out and like telling me about all the glitches and stuff. And like I said, this glitch is insanely fast. It's pretty good. I've seen that it can go faster than the Banshee GTS, but I will say this glitch is really, and a lot of them are kind of like that right now, in the sense that they're only really good on the highway. Like if you're doing like highway racing, it's perfect, but if you're doing like airport drag racing, it's not really the best, because those cars, especially with the HSW upgrade, they just accelerate a lot harder than these do, and that's kind of what you need. Like the Banshee GTS is pretty decent when it comes to drag racing, and I've been able to beat it with a few cars, but at the same time, this, where there's more room for the glitch to actually like do its thing, it picks up speed and is able to pass it with ease. But like I said, that's it for today's video. Hope you guys enjoyed. Comment down below if you liked the video. We're on the road to 6,000 subs now. We're actually getting pretty close. We're actually halfway now. We're at 5,500, so I do appreciate all the new subscribers for subscribing to the channel within like the last few months. I do appreciate it as always. Like I said, I don't think I have said this, but this week will be my first live stream back. I've been trying to get my streaming setup all set up for it, so like I said, just look out from my Instagram at raw_racer. I will be, you know, posting once I do go live, and you know, just keep an eye out for that. But that's it for today. Hope you guys have a great rest of your day. Follow my Instagram at raw_racer for more. Like I said, we're on the road to 6,000 by the end of in a few months, and hopefully 10,000 by the end of the year. So y'all stay safe, take care, peace.